Hi. This video is going to displease some people, but you know what? Tough. You got to deal with it because it's based on facts, okay? Based on research, lots of research, okay? When you turn whatever the legal age in your country is to be an adult, you're not um, you're not aware of this, perhaps. Unless you've been taught this in high school or probably like biology class. Um, and I know that some of you already know this. So your body goes through a lot of stages of change all throughout your life, but especially the first 30 years. You're saying, what? The first 30 years? Yeah, it's true. So when you go from a baby to a toddler to a child to and you keep on becoming, and then you're a teen and you're going through puberty. A lot of people feel that puberty is something that happens in the teens only. Although there are cases of people or children starting puberty before the age of 10, but it's not as common. Mostly it's after the age of 10 that people start going through puberty. Both my kids really started at the age of 12. I started later. I started at the age of 15. My sister started, I don't know, 10, 11, I guess. I don't really remember. But we go through all these stages where our body changes. So when we start puberty, there's a whole bunch of stuff that happens. We get taller, we get more muscles. Women develop breasts. We develop hair between our legs. Our genitals change, get bigger, and there are a bunch of other things that go on. We go through a phase where we are very risk prone. We make bad decisions. We're very grumpy. All that stuff happens. Memory problems, all kinds of crazy things happen when you're going through puberty because of the hormones. A lot of things that from your childhood you'll forget because of what's going on. Puberty will cause memory loss, permanent memory loss of things that happened in childhood. Now, I'm not saying that's going to erase your traumas. I'm just saying that things will be erased. And my guess would be that there are less important things that are going to be erased. So people feel like, oh, I'm 18, or in Indonesia it's 17. In other countries maybe it's 21, 20, whatever. It doesn't really matter. We often feel like, oh, we're adults. But the truth of the matter is you're young adults. Just because the law says you're an adult doesn't mean that you're a full-fledged adult. You're a young adult. And here's why I say that. Okay? So your body is still growing. Now, have you ever noticed young men, young teenagers, when they've gotten to the point where they've got facial hair? Did you ever notice that they often do not have a lot of facial hair for years? And some of them don't get a full beard. There are some ethnicities where you never get a lot of facial hair. Asians tend not to have a lot of facial hair, but it depends on which group you're talking about. In some groups, they don't have a lot of underarm hair or a lot of crotch hair, pubic hair. So, but you'll notice that a lot of men tend to have to wait until they're in their 20s at some point before they get a full beard, a really full beard. Before that, it looks, and sometimes in the beginning when they start getting these little tiny mustaches and little scrubby fur, and it's because you're still going through puberty. So puberty actually lasts into the 20s. Yeah, you're still developing into an adult in your 20s. You're able to make babies, but you're not done. And the last things that I'm aware of that get developed are your wisdom teeth, which are the back teeth. And if you don't have enough space in your mouth, it's going to suck because they won't grow in, or they'll grow in sideways like happened to my wife, or they'll cause a lot, and they can cause a lot of pain. They can cause a lot of symptoms in other parts of the head and stuff, like, and even irritate other parts of the body in strange ways that you would not expect. But other than the wisdom teeth, the frontal lobe here, the front of your brain, is the last to develop fully. So what that means is that until that fully develops, you are still going to be prone to risky behavior, making bad decisions in general. And this varies from person to person, but the development finishes around the age of 25. Now, obviously, there are people with syndromes and injuries and stuff where it never fully develops. But on average, people will develop fully developed, fully mature frontal lobe functioning around the age of 25. I don't know if it's plus 1 year, or plus or minus 1 year, or plus or minus 2 years, or whatever it is. I don't know, like the youngest and the oldest or anything like that, but this is the fact. So actually, you're not an adult until this is completed, okay? Because, and here's the hard part, the hormone-induced traumas, emotional turbulence that you experience during puberty has an impact on you after you have become a full adult. So you actually are going to have to retrain your brain to get rid of all that stuff that messed you up, to get back to the way you used to be when you were a kid, if you want that, or at least get to a way that is mature, right? And I don't know why the U.S. decided to have, like, the president has to be, like, 35 years old. I assume this is because of need. They expect life experience and lots of knowledge and stuff like that. But this is the truth. From the time that you reach the age of legal majority until your brain is fully developed, you're not a full adult. Sorry, I know it sucks. I went through it too. Most people go through it, except for those, again, who have problems, medical problems. All right. Leave questions in the bottom. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.